Welcome to our Valentine's Day $5 make and take. Woohoo! Honestly, this is for Valentine's Day, but if you're getting this card after Valentine's Day and you're like, you know what, I don't want it to be a Valentine's Day card, that is totally fine. I have actually designed this card to not be Valentine's-y in case you want to go that route. All right, so for this card, we have a fun little red card base, and then we have all these little fun bits. We have this fun mesh ribbon, this little inside piece that says Happy Valentine's Day, and then this is actually my art that I printed on watercolor paper, so if you wanted to watercolor your little hearts, now is a great time to do so. I actually decided for this card, the way that I'm going to create it, I'm actually not planning to color my little hearts, but you know what? If you want to color them, this would be a fun time to do that. But I'm going to show you anyway how I'm going to put my card together. So for this card, what I want to do is I have some fun things kind of going on here. I have some white mesh, which is beautiful. I love this ribbon. Also this glitter ribbon, which I also love. So we're going to be using a combination of those, as well as this fun metallic heart and this cute little hearts that I have here. So first thing we're going to do here is we're going to fussy cut out the little hearts. So we're just going to take this little guy and we're going to bring that around and we're going to fussy cut. And in case you're out there like, what the heck does fussy cut mean? It actually just means to cut out, but it's a term that we use a lot in this industry to just mean cutting, you know, kind of precisely. That's kind of nice. So as we're cutting these out, you're going to end up with two of the same one and one that is not the same at all, because I have, on my paper, I have 3 different kinds of hearts. And they're all just a little fun and different. So you can kind of decide which ones you want on the front and which one, if you want any on the inside, and how you want to kind of format that. Honestly, I'm really big on, if you get these pieces and you're like, you know what, I don't want to create what she was creating. I want to create my own thing. That's great. I totally encourage that. And I want you to feel inspired and to get excited and make something that makes you happy. Because, you know, if you're not making something that makes you happy, then why are you even making it? You want to have a good time when you're creating something. That's fun. So we're going to be cutting these out, and there we are. Finally all cut. Woohoo! Okay, so now to put our card together. So for the inside, I do want this to be a Valentine's Day card, so I'm actually going to put this right upright so it says Happy Valentine's Day on the inside. If you're making this card and you're like, I don't want it to be Valentine's-y, not a problem. Flip that right over and you can glue that on the inside and it won't say Happy Valentine's Day, and that works fine. But for me today, I want it to have the sentiment on the inside, so I'm going to put double-sided tape on the back on all 4 sides. You can also use glue for this. You don't need to use double-sided tape. I just like to use double-sided tape because it just seems to work out better for me. All right, so we're going to lay that on the inside. And then on the front here, in order to do this, we're going to actually take our big heart and we're going to put double-sided tape on the back side. Now, if you're thinking, I could probably use glue for this part, I actually highly recommend that you use double-sided tape. And the reason why is that because when this is sticky, then it will stick to the ribbon the best. So what I like to do is I'm going to kind of think about where I want my fun little Valentine's Day heart to be. I think I kind of want it to be kind of diagonal because I think it's kind of cool that way. So I'm thinking about where I want to lay that down. I'm going to stick my, actually I think I'm going to put double-sided tape on the back side of my glitter ribbon now that I think about it, because I think that's actually going to make my life a little easier. So double-sided tape on right in the middle of that. I'm going to stick this on top of my mesh ribbon right in the middle. And that is just going to, again, make my life just a little bit easier there. There we are. Now I'm going to stick double-sided tape right down the center of that glitter ribbon, but on the mesh side of it, so that way it's sticky on this side. And now I'm going to stick that in place. And I'm going to stick it in a diagonal because I think that's kind of fun. So you can do whatever you'd like for yours, but this is how I wanted to do mine. And then I have my double-sided tape on the back side of my big heart. And I'm going to stick that right there in the middle because I think that looks great. Now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn this over, and I see all my ribbons are hanging off of the edge. I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to trim those off. I'm just going to trim those right off. I'm going to kind of follow the line, the edge of my card here, and I'm just going to trim that. There we are. And I'm going to do the same thing with the one hanging off the other side. I'm going to close this so I can see what's hanging off, and I'm just going to trim that off. All right, that way when we go to the front of our card, we can see everything matches up perfectly. Woohoo! Yay! All right, so now we have all of our fun little bits and pieces. So you can decide if you want to put any on the inside. I think for me, I'm actually going to put all of mine on the front because I love that. Now I have kind of a scattering of all sorts of different kinds here. So the two that look exactly alike, I want to make sure that I'm putting them on opposite sides of the card so that that just kind of makes more sense. So I think I'm going to put those 2 there. I'm going to put this guy here and here. I think I'm going to go like this. I love that. And I'm gonna put this guy right here in the middle because I love having the balance of that, and I love having the little heart in the middle. I think that's really cute. So I'm gonna, for the middle one here on top of the metallic, I am actually going to use glue. even though you would think I would normally use double-sided tape. But I'm going to use glue for that one, and I'm also going to use glue for each of these on the left and on the top on the right. And I'm just sticking a little bit of glue on the back side. People tend to use a lot of glue. You don't need very much. Even a small amount will work great. And we're just going to stick that down. And now you have a super cute, fun Valentine's Day card that then you can give away to a friend, or maybe someone you love, or maybe you did not make a Valentine's Day, you just wanted a fun card with hearts on it, in which case that's fun too. But I hope you had lots of fun, friends. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.